Hello my friends, I'm getting ready to give you a little tutorial, or try to, on the air ride I'm going to put on my trike. On the lighter side, help me out here. I need to name my trike and I'm not sure what to do it, but it needs to be Christmas themed, so let's see if we can't figure something out. Ho ho ho! So, after getting myself a little bit of barley pop, because it's supposed to get really hot out, I stole one of Mom's tables. Nope. I stole one of Mom's tables so I can lay it out. I'm not going to use it other than for getting a basic design idea, but I am going to use it, and she'll just have to live with it. Now, why does it keep doing that? All right, this auto follow thing is not auto following very well. I think I'll leave this down on the bottom, and then that way everything will lay out kind of how I think it should lay out. Starting with a dump valve, simple 2-wire dump valve. How much simpler can that get? And then, let's open this. I better put my barley pop up here so I don't spill it. Handlebar control, air up, air down. I'm gonna make this a lot more difficult than I need to, because right now I'm just using a little hand pump to pump up the rear end. But seeing that's a standard 2 button, replaces the clamp on the clutch lever. Speaking of, haven't got the clutch lever thing figured out yet, but we're going to work on that too. I might end up just going to get a new clutch put in it. Now let's go back here for the hardware stuff and see if I can make heads or tails about this. It'll come with all the wiring, the fittings, everything I need to do it. It's a pump without a tank. It does have a gauge. Not sure how I'm going to make that work, but you can see they already pre-plumbed it, and it's basically power and dump. I want to power and dump both ways. So that's the gauge setup, fittings, clamps, zip ties, wire, plenty of wire. Let's see if we got some relays, because it needs relays. I'm not going to wire anything direct. Let's see here. So, let's see. Relays, but I'm going to pump it. Now they took off on me. So let's see if I can get it to come over here. Hello, hello, hello. All right, no, come on, come on, oh, come on, come on. It's like talking to doggies. So it comes with airlines. It comes with a pump, fully self-contained, ground wire, but I saw no relays, and I need relays. That's the only way I'm going to do it. So this is what I've been blowing it up with. Eventually, good for half an hour, 45 minutes, and then needs to be re-aired. So I've got to get under here and find out. But it's pretty cool because I can set this up. Raise it up, and I've got to set it 52 pounds, and that's okay, I guess. And it came with electrical tape. So like you see what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to keep my shrink wrap everything except relays. And to be honest with you, this is some pretty small wire on the switch unit, 18, maybe even 20. And to run the power to do this, you can see this is probably 12, maybe 14 gauge, but it's much heavier duty. And I honestly think it needs, matter of fact, all the wiring they give you is pretty lightweight. So, in theory, I'll explain what's going to happen here. So in theory here, you're going to have the pump in the trunk. That's the reason I picked the fully self-contained one. This one here, max amperage is 12 amps. Max pressure is 100 PSI, which is more than I need. 15% duty cycle, 12 volts. So that's why I picked this particular unit. Self-contained. Maybe I'll add an air tank to it eventually, just for speed purposes. But anyway, so it'll be air tank, and then to the shock adjusters, up and down, will come out of here. Come out of spitting air, quick connect. What else? And then I've got the dump. I want an electric dump instead of this push button dump that comes with it. This is just a manual dump, and that's okay, but it's not what I want. Not sure where I could mount this. Let's look here. I don't really see a place that I want to mount it. I want it. Yeah, I just don't see anywhere that I want to mount it. I thought about it on the deflectors, but I promise you my leg will do that all the time. If I put it back here, it might be okay. There is a mount for rocker boxes that go on the other side. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, so then air to the air shocks, pressure gauge, but I won't be using this side of it. The light I will, but I may not even be using this holder, just because they make a holder that mounts straight to the the rocker box. And then steering wheel, so ideally, relay, hot and cold. This is there's 3 wires here. I'm guessing one is up, one is down, and the down one will go to the solenoid, the dump solenoid. The other one will go to the power, and that's how I'm going to do it. But now I need to figure out how I need to order some relays, because I want to do this with relays. And I want it to be clean because I don't want to have to redo it. I won't mind adding a tank to it later, but I just don't want to deal with that right off the bat. I want to push a button, it air it up, dump a button, and drop it down. And as I'm riding along, if the gauge goes down to, what I'd like to do is put an automatic pressure switch on it, where if it got below 30, it pumps up to 50 and stops there. So I could have it as it bleeds down to 30, I'll still get a ride, but as soon as it hits 30, pumps it up. So if you guys know how to do that, give me some direction, I can use your help. Anyway, ho ho ho, we'll probably end it right there until tomorrow, because I need relays.